This is part 14 of our Minish Cap walkthrough, and there at the very end of 13, we were trying to get a good conversation going, but we kind of ran out of time.
But you know, I just actually listened to it, and I already forgot what we were talking about. Oh, the ability to like multiply and like do the puzzles or whatever. But yeah, I really had no other points. Well, beyond that, I just felt like I was cutting it off too early, I guess.
Well, my just whole thought is, and we kind of said this, is just I wish they could have done a little more with it than just moving blocks and holding down switches, but. I don't know what
they did use that good, but like there could have been some more uses for it. I do agree. Maybe if you could split them farther, maybe fight some different enemies somehow, use it in a boss battle, that would have been pretty cool.
Something like that would have been pretty awesome. Yeah.
But getting back to right here, I absolutely love this part. Like there's a good backstory we're going to get right here with Vaati and Ezlo. It just really adds like a good understanding of what's going on kind of in this game and what it's all about.
It does. I feel like it kind of fills us in obviously on how these two know how Vaati got his power, I should say, and then that he was his relationship with your hat.
Yeah. No, Ezlo was not a hat. Ezlo was actually a human being, and Vaati turns
Minish, actually.
Not to spoil the story that we're about to get, but we just did. But so sorry if you're seeing this for the first time. You've never played Minish Cap.
It's just
just erase that from your memory. But anyways, like I don't understand the point of this mini battle right here. Like it's not really that hard.
No, not at all.
It's over pretty quickly. I kind of didn't understand this right here. Like
plus the whole like Vaati's like I've got this, or Vaati's like I've got this surprise for you or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part at all. But well, do we go into the backstory right here? Or is actually
because Ezlo was about to give us the story. He just said he feels like he owes us an explanation. And he tells us, as you can read,
he's a famous sage too. I actually did not catch that the first time.
A craftsman. Yeah,
they were both Minish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because the Minish used to do, and they still might. They used to do like a lot of things for the humans, like creating like swords and weapons, which makes no sense to me when they are as small as they are. That they can create anything that a human would be able to use.
So you know how big that sword would have to be?
Yeah, like it
takes like 20 of them to carry.
Yeah, no, it takes more than that. The Minish are tiny. Like tiny.
Yeah, but he tells us that he created this hat that grants the wishes of whoever wears it.
Now here's my question: would you not put that thing on?
Oh, I put that
thing on in a heartbeat.
I would abuse that privilege like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, because here's my question: do you get more than 3 wishes? Because it sounds like to me like you basically get anything you want from
That's what it seems like, and I feel like that's how it
But I wouldn't use it to take over the world. I just get like a bunch of cute Hyrulean girls.
There you go.
That's what I would do.
Oh, we could do that anyway. I mean, it's talking about.
Okay. Okay, that's true. Okay, I'll give myself credit. Give myself that prop. All right. But I'm no sneaking hat.
It's like I like the way they kind of like tie a few things here into like, the Triforce, like because the Triforce did the same thing. It granted whoever touched it their desire or whatever, and it seems like this hat is serving that role. In this game, and Vaati, of course, chose to become this powerful sorcerer. And he kind of turns on his master.
Here's saying one thing. We'll talk about the Light Force here in a second, but like this house right here, I kind of wish like we would actually like play through this in the game. Like actually went to this house in the game. Like I mean, it's kind of cool seeing it right there, but I wish you could have seen it in the game and actually visit. And that's one thing I didn't like about that little area right there. But here's my other thing with the Light Force. Okay, one, are they talking about Triforce? We think they are, but maybe they're not. It's kind of funny in this game. They use the Triforce, the Light Force. Oh my God, I'm all mixed up now. But then my question goes back to, well, since this game is after Skyward Sword, should have been called the Light Force and Skyward Sword.
Maybe I feel like they just kind of shoehorn this wherever in the timeline they want.
I do agree. I do agree with that. And I think the timeline is okay, but this is the game I think we mentioned from the very beginning that actually seems like it's outplaced a little bit on the timeline.
Yeah, it's just to me, like I said, they keep mentioning that the Light Force is this source of unlimited magical power or whatever it kind of just said. And it was a gift, though, from the Picori, or the Minish, whatever, to humans, Hylians.
Yeah, I was looking at my notes when I ran into that tree, by the way. I was trying to get my notes in and just ran right into something.
At least you didn't fall off a ledge that time. But to me, I see that and I'm like, that kind of goes against the whole, like, the Triforce was a gift from the gods. And the Picori blade is, compared to the Master Sword and all that. I don't know.
It's a little bit different game, but I like it because of that reason. Now, here's one thing that I kind of just thought about. Like, we'll be going, like, the Hyrule Town a lot, like... Because it's like, in this game, it's actually in the center. Like, it seems like a lot of games, we don't get Hyrule Town, like, in the center. Like, Link to the Past, it's not Hyrule Town, but it's like Kakariko. It's on the very left side.
It is.
Ocarina of Time. Hyrule Town is like kind of like up on the north. Yeah, so I mean, like in this game, we actually go back. I mean, one because it's in the center.
Yeah,
but we go back to Hyrule Town a lot. I really like that about this game.
I do too. It's like a lot of our side quests happen there. It makes it feel like a little bit, not necessarily more alive of a city, but
it does. No, it does. Like I mean, yeah, it felt lively in Ocarina of Time, but for me, like Twilight Princess, like it was very big in Twilight Princess, but it kind of felt dead. Whereas this one, I mean, like maybe start the whole festival at the beginning of the game, but this Hyrule Town it probably feels like the most liveliest town really to me in a Zelda game.
The only exception I could think of would be Clock Town, but the way everyone has their schedules and the way
but they're probably going to die in 3 days. So that's not very lively. Yeah, that's lively the first day and the first night. And come to second day, everybody's like, "What the heck's going on here?"
Everyone abandons town. Yeah,
it ain't that lively the third day.
I think this is the first time in the game we actually use the duplicate power. I don't know what you call it.
We used it like in the elemental sanctuary to use that switch. We had to open the switch to the door, but that's the first time we've like pushed a block with it.
Yeah, and I think we used it just to get a Kenstone piece, if I'm not mistaken.
One random, like, I love that graphic right there of like that Minish stream coming down that area right there and going to like that shallow water. I just love that tiny little detail right there.
And I feel like there's a lot of little touches. I know we talk about this a lot.
We do almost every part, but that's okay. I like it.
But not just little touches, but like little things that reflect the Minish aspect of Hyrule. Like you see streams like that, and then you'll see a tiny vine.
Yes.
And they imply areas that you might be able to get to. Most of them you can.
Yeah, you can. I think you can almost get to all of them, really. Yeah. This is kind of a roundabout way getting to them. And like another thing, like the shallow, like I like the different color water right there. Like you just, little detail. Okay, this one's not as deep as the other ones, and not that big of a deal, but it's just a little detail that kind of adds to the difference of the game.
Plus the fact that it's like to Link, it's basically a big puddle.
Yeah.
To a Minish,
it's like a huge. Yeah, it's like the ocean. Yeah, exactly.
Now,
but we can't swim in that later on though. That's the difference.
That's right.
As a Minish, we can swim in those like kind of shallower water.
Flippers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now this, we kind of mentioned that first cutscene in this part really fills in the backstory. I feel like this cutscene right here sets the pace for the entire rest of the game.
It does. It really does.
Because Vaati is gonna. Spoiler, possess the
king. It's right here, so it's not really that big of a spoiler. You delivered a spoiler by like 1 second or something like that. So, but no, I think it's just a genius idea to take the form of the king.
Definitely.
And I was trying to think of did that not happen in a movie or another game? I could not think of today.
Well, it definitely happened in the Two Towers from Lord of the Rings trilogy, but
I wouldn't know that. But that's all you read.
I figured,
But I was thinking of Zelda taking the form of Sheik. That's what I was kind of thinking. Not like the same thing. It's the same thing, but good versus evil. But I feel like we've seen this before in Zelda games, where you take the formation of another person.
And I love how just his entire attitude is changed now. Now he's like, everyone go out, find this light force, and throw people in the dungeons, throw their families in the dungeons.
It's a dictatorship now.
Dude, it's
a dictatorship now.
I mean, more so than a place ruled by a king.
He actually right there, he sounds like a real king.
Yeah, he's giving orders. Let's be honest, that's the kind of king I would be.
I just love the little the soldiers their question marks above their head, like what in the world is going on now?
What just happened? Yeah. But it basically sets the tone. Like the entire rest of the game. Vaati's trying to get this light force by sending all his minions to find it. So it's just.
You think he would kind of try to find what that was in the first place before he went on this elaborate plan to do all this crap? He might actually thought about where the Triforce might have been in the first place, or the light force. Whatever it's going to be happening the whole game.
Definitely.
You want to go? You said. Well, I thought you were going to go because you said you love this area right here.
Just the music in this area, it's like it feels like it. And I feel like we've said that a lot. That music fits the area so well in all Zelda games. But like walking into a swamp and you just get this slow, dark, like kind of jungle music a little bit. It fits it so well. Unfortunately, we're only going to be in here for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's true for right now. It just reminds me a lot of Misery Miner. It kind of took me back to that Link to the Past. It's kind of actually in the same area. So I mean, the theme was, it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't as big on as you were, but like I do actually really like that area. And just like I said, it reminds me a lot of Misery Miner.
It's the same look and the same colors.
Yes,
and everything.
And I just absolutely love that part in like Link to the Past because it took so long to get there. It's kind of like just I just thought it was cool. So
it definitely is. It definitely is. But this is going to go ahead and wrap up part 14 of Minish Cap.